A greatest good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and a very good night to everybody. Stamp collecting is fun, and I've just popped upstairs and I found a little bag. It's actually a big old bag. Well, it's a small, big bag full of Jamaica stamps, Jamaica, Barbados, Caymans, no Cayman, maybe one or two Caymans, one St. Vincent, which I've kept out. This is a George V St. Vincent. And what I've decided to do is to pull them all out, see if I can get a little collection, one of each. Well, see, one of it. I don't mean one of each stamp, ever, but within the bag, and see what we can come up with. And I've started it with a spare I had of my own, a Queen Victoria Jamaica from 1889 to 91, the one penny purple and mauve. Queen Victoria, see the good Queen there. And it's been through the mail. A cannon, maybe. To my shame, I know nothing about Jamaica. With regards to, I think the parishes aren't there, and there are sort of, instead of being divided into counties, it's divided into parishes. But I thought that would be my centrepiece. It's 1889. It's a long time ago. Anyway, we have to fast forward. So, I think there was only one stamp for Edward VII, and then George V came along. Then he came along, and then I haven't got any of his either, I'm afraid. So I've got to go to George VI, 1938. So the next lot are 1938s. The Halfpenny Orange, halfpenny. Jamaica's just about on the council there. And here again, so it is postally used. The green penny, 1938. It's a beautiful stamp, isn't it? I mean, look at the detail is all there. Jamaica, like a lot of the empire, started with just British, Queen Victoria, early, 1940s, 1840s, 1850s, 1860s. Just Queen Victoria stamps with the numbers on them, A, whatever it may be, A10 or something. So if you check your penny reds, for example, you may be able to pick up Jamaica stamps, albeit with not the word Jamaica on it. I'm rambling. I must continue. And eventually they designed their own stamps. 1938, penny, lovely red there. Penny red, I think that's the theme, isn't it? And then a penny halfpenny. I've got these two together. I didn't want to split them. Particularly, it's got Oniego Bay. Was it Montego Bay? Magnolia Blossom. Could be Montego Bay. That would be something, wouldn't it? I think it might be, And posted, I would say, in the 50s, though I've got 1938 here. Maybe the stamp was used throughout that period from 38 to 50. But I've put 38 there because that's when they first came out. And then we go up to twopence. Cocoa palms. So now we're getting away from not just the King's Head, but also a bit of scenery, if you will. Cocoa palms at Columbus Cove, to be precise. But I run out of room. Tuppenny, 1938, GV1, George VI. And then we see the king here looking old, so we're coming to the end of his reign, unfortunately. He looked very old very quickly. It's cancer. Smoking, an incessant smoker, smoked all his life. from morning, noon and night, even during meals. Scout Jamboree in the Caribbean, or the Caribbean, 1952, 38, 1952, Tuppenny, very nice. So he died and the Queen took over, Majesty the Queen. Penny, and here we've got sugarcane, which Jamaica was, and probably still is, I don't know if it still is, famous for, but it funded the empire, sugarcane. Yeah. So here's the acknowledgement of sugarcane, for good or bad. We'll move quickly on to Dr. Bird, and that is a native bird of Jamaica, 1956, sixpence. Dr. Bird. Sounds like a James Bond character, probably was a James Bond character. I think Fleming did use Dr. Bird in one of his books, possibly as the bird rather than as the person. And of course, Fleming was living in Jamaica when he wrote the Bond, James Bond books. So Dr. Bird would have been all over his plantation, or wherever it was he lived. He lived on the beach, I think. Jamaica, again, I have to move forward to 1956, the shilling. And here we got the first Royal Botanical Garden. And Waverley, Maverley, possibly. I do love a council. Okay, here we got May, posted in this, I've put here, most posted in May pen. 1956, so it is from 1956. Proof, incontrovertible proof. Rio Grande, so the big river, the rapids, in fact. So you can Google now, you can go to YouTube even, and you can put in Rio Grande Rapids, and you'll see those rapids. And here we've got, I'll just show you this first of all. So when we get here, we have a change from here, which is one colour, albeit shaded, to two colours, grey and green, and then blue and green, and then grey and green, and then red and black, and blue and green. So we're getting more and more sort of modern, if you will. Is there any word worse than modern? I don't think so. Jamaica stamp here with the rapids, sort of grey, blue, and brown, and here we have blue and green. Fort Charles, interestingly. Did she name Charles after Fort Charles? Probably not, after visiting. Probably not. Though again, it's look upable. Just getting here, you can go to YouTube, maybe. I intend to do that now. And have a little look at Rio Grande Rapids. To see them live, if you will. Totally live. And here we have a person rowing. Or shooting the rapids, I think they call it, don't they? And here we have Coat of Arms 1956, which is the final stamp I have for my little collection. Not that many. I intend to add a couple of Victorias if I come across them at the top to finish it off. Coat of Arms 1956, 3 shillings, which was a lot of money in those days. A lot of money. And also the Queen is looking a lot younger there than she is here, which may or may not be indicative of some mix-up. I'm not sure. There will be experts out there, but I hope you like my. What? You can have a lot of fun. I sounded more like Scylla. You can have a lot of fun with. You don't need many. You don't. How many is here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 stamps. Nice little travel through. Couple of things missing. I would think a George V is needed, if anything, and also there's only one Edward VII and maybe another Victoria to set it up. I hope you've enjoyed this. It's been a bit of a quicker one. We'll just have a little look at this St. Vincent. I don't think I've got a St. Vincent. I do have, yeah, I think yeah, I do have a Commonwealth or an Empire collection, so I'll check that. Well, that's quite a nice stamp, isn't it? Oh, it's a lovely stamp. Again, it's a penny red, so pennies tend to be red. We'll call it that for now. Thank you for watching. Have a fantastic day. The sun is about to come out. It was very cloudy and windy this morning. I had to bring my tomato plants in. I didn't want them bending too much. And I'll be back out there now, putting them back out again. Have a great day, everyone. There's cricket, there's football, there's golf for me all day today, and there's the garden. Lots to do, and there's always stamps, isn't there? Have a fantastic stamping day. This is Stamp Collecting Fun saying goodbye. Until next time.